Good morning. This is Anka Metcalf with TradeOutloud.com. Welcome to my pre-market morning bias for the major future indices gold and oil for today, Wednesday. It is December 21st and it is 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So what we had in the market yesterday was pretty much a big range. Price stabilized support at 19,875, and we had an extended hour high of 19,933. And we have traded pretty much within this range. It was a very, very boring day for the indices. However, in the overnight session, we are continuing the base, but we've noticed one thing that is working in our advantage, technically speaking. So we have established a support area slightly above the prior support area from yesterday. So now support we have at 894, 93 area, and we have established a high which is pretty much 19,925, 19,924 around this area. So what we will look for today, and actually this is going to be a very tricky day. So if you look to go long, and this is my game plan as well, I will look to go long only on a break of 19,924, and I will wait for the price to establish itself a little higher before I get in. So I would like it to break out a little bit and come back down because I don't want it to get it in the top of the range just so the price gets back into the bottom of the range. So it is very, very tricky. Shorting is not an opportunity, is not a possibility for me at least. And I think that bottoms can be bought into the 19,900 area. So if we get a retracement into 19,900, yes, I could see it higher. However, to take it at this top right here is going to be a little tricky because your stop needs to have a little bit of room into the 93 area. And that being said, you're going to be looking at a quite larger stop. Further targets, as discussed, obviously we're going to take into consideration the 933 high, and we will consider this as the target one level. The next target is going to be at 950, and then we have a pretty much considerable void all the way into the 20,000 area. This is my game plan. So right now, this is looking like a little bullish right now, coming out of this range, this very, very tight range. We still have two peekaboo highs here, and we have one peekaboo high from extended session here, but it's nonetheless it's looking very bullish. And in terms of stops, remember to give them plenty of breathing room. And what I sometimes do is I put in a stop, and then I take my stop out depending on how it's trading and establish my stop all the way to this support level right here. So that's what I do. So I give it a little bit of breathing room. So remember, give them a little breathing room and don't choke them because you're going to get multiple stop outs, especially in sideways days. All right, let's switch to ES. And this is the E-mini S&P 500, and this is even choppier than YM. And remember, we're in full swing right now towards window dressing, so our main focus is going to be actually Russell Dow. But nonetheless, we can expect some kind of a rally in the S&P and NASDAQ as well, so we're going to keep them on our list. However, ES is my least favorite. It topped out yesterday pre-market here at 2270. Is established resistance into this triple top on the early chart. It came sharply back in, and then in towards the end of the session, price bounced, and in the overnight session it just hovered, it just meandered between this support area and this resistance area to fall into the early hours of the morning, 6 a.m., just to bounce back up. So we do have support right here, 2263.50. We do have a second level of support here from these overnight lows at 65. And again, it's going to be very choppy because we have descending tops. So we got to wait for a test above 67 for it to continue higher. Other than that, I'm looking for a little bit of pop to the upside and possible comeback, a possible retracement for a secondary entry based on a smaller time frame. But remember, today is going to be the day when you not have to have a flex stop in. All right, NQ. Okay, let's try to type that in correctly this time. All right, this is the 1 hour chart. Love, love, love. Trying to erase these multiple highs right here. It is trying to squeeze above even higher. We're trading into these highs, and I think that if we break the 60 area, we have a good launch pad for continuation into the 49.70, 49.80. 49.80 is a big target for it, and it does have a lot of resistance in that area. And then we go straight up to 5,000. So remember, the key areas are going to be 70, 80, and 5,000. In terms of stops, this is going to be your support level at 50. So this is the stop right here. So it's going to be a 50 by 60 range. It's a breakout over 60. So long over 60, stop under 40. And when I say entry over 50, that means you have to give it a point. Why? Because you have to let the price prove itself, right? You're not going to take it at 50. You're going to take it at 51, obviously. And you're not going to put the stop at 50 because everybody's going to put the stop at 50. You want to put the stop at 49, a little bit below 49, okay? So make sure you consider that in your position sizing. That's the number one cause of multiple stop outs. All right, let's continue with CL, and we have oil numbers today. We had some secondary oil. We had some oil numbers that came in yesterday at 4:15, the API oil numbers. And it was a choppy. I had a trade in CL. I gave it a flex stop. I just give it a little bit of breathing room. It took me out. It actually broke down to 53.15 just to come back higher. Okay, I hate doing this. I usually give it a little bit of room, but in this case, it was too much of a room. However, we are uptrending, and I have mentioned this throughout, that it was a very good bounce area of 50 for a possible swing. So the bias is still long. We still have support at 40, 53.40. Second level of support, we have 53.12. No trades for me in oil, at least until after 10:30, after the oil numbers are out. Let's take a look at GC, because GC looks a little perky this morning and is trying to, okay, let me try to type this in. Okay, here we go. And double bottom is trying to reverse. 1140 is going to be the key area, guys. 1140 to 1145 is going to be the key area. If we break above this 40, we can continue with the 45. However, it's going to be very choppy, because we have this cluster of resistance. And this cluster is from 1138 all the way into 1144. Thick cluster of resistance. But if we break above this and if we reach these highs, we could definitely have a shot of continuing higher into 1150. It's really trying to recoup. The daily chart is looking very ugly. It's ugly from what point of view? It's ugly because it's trying to put in a support here at 1124, and it's trying to stabilize. However, we don't have a clean shot to the upside, so we're still trading within prior day's range. So it's going to be very, very choppy for gold as well. So let's move on to the hourly chart again, and last but not least, let's take a look at TF, because like I said, we might have, okay, here we go, we might have some plays in Russell, and so actually today I favor more NQ, although it's a little weaker, but I do favor YM and NQ. So let's take a look at a Russell, support at 80, and this was the whole thing yesterday. It was bouncing off this 80 area. Even here, took a shot up at 80 and stabilized at 80, a little higher, and then broke 80. So 80 is the key area for it right now. Actually, we did have a really nice breakout here at 81 right now, 81 and 82. Really nice off the support, but 1380 is the buy area. Flex stop, and or you could even put a hard stop at 90. So if the price is going to break again into the 80, put a 1 point stop. This could be a 1 point trade. It's not even a high risk trade because it's a buy off the support level right here. But I don't think it's going to do it. I think it's going to go straight 84. 84, perhaps 85. So we'll see in the next 20 minutes if we get some kind of a pullback, but the 1380 is the key area. Okay, 1380 is the key area, or 1381 for the entry, or 1382. This is the area for the entry. However, like I said, the target is not going to be big. It's going to be into 85. The next target is going to be 95. No, the next target is going to be 90, and then we're going to be looking at 95, and then at 1400 if we get the dynamics for the upside. All right, and by popular request, I'm going to look at bonds. 30-year bond, choppy, choppy, choppy. I don't like them one bit. I think it's super, super hard to trade them. The hourly chart doesn't indicate a clear direction for it. However, it stabilized support at 148 right now. We do have support at 148.17. We do have support at 148.12, and we do have a lot of support at 148 right here, 148 area. We're trying to make higher lows right here. The clear direction will be only if it will break this 24, actually 25 area, for it to continue higher into the 149 and into this prior peak right here. 09. Okay, so this is the bias. Silver, all right, also by popular request. Silver had a really good short squeeze yesterday, and I was debating whether I should do a hedge, and I didn't. I should have. And I was more short biased in silver because it had room to continue even lower. However, we had a really great short squeeze rally into the $16 and little above $16. Price came into these resistance areas from prior days, came back, and we're trying to do a reversal here. So we established a low and two higher lows. We established some highs here into this area. It's going to be a little choppy, so I'm going to monitor silver on a smaller time frame to see if we could get a better entry risk to reward level for it. All right, so this is all for today. Hope this is going to guide you through your trading session. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/ShankaMetcalf. We're going to have a new service that is coming in January 9th. And if you're interested on that, you could visit our website. You'll find more information there. And we also have a new trading class that is coming on January. It's coming January 21st, and it is going to be in a new format. It is the day trading power income futures class. And if you would like to learn more about the class, you can send me an email at info@tradeoutloud.com. You also find more information on our website, and that is tradeoutloud.com/futures. Thanks so much for joining, and I hope you all have a very profitable trading day.